right, so now we're reviewing our fair division problems. First thing I do want to establish is, am I bidding on jobs or am I bidding on items? Okay, and obviously in this case, I'm bidding on jobs. So the first part is I'm literally adding Mike, Joe, Tim, and Jim across and getting their total bid for the 5 jobs. And when I add across, this is 184, this is 220, this is 188, and this is 216. And I'm simply just adding across in the calculator. And now to get my fair share, I'm taking this total bid and I'm dividing by the amount of people. Never by the amount of jobs or items, just by the amount of people. So I'm dividing each of these numbers by 4. 184 divided by 4 is 46. 220 divided by 4 is 55. 188 divided by 4 is 47. 216 divided by 4 is 54. Okay. And now, because it's jobs, the lowest bid for each job gets it. So the lowest bid for rake leaves is with Tim. The lowest bid for cutting the grass is with Joe. The lowest bid with gardening is with Mike. The lowest bid with cleaning the garage is also Mike. And the lowest bid to water the lawn is with Tim. My advice from here is this. I'm going to go Mike, Joe, Tim, and Jim. And I'm going to give the jobs away. Mike is doing the gardening and the garage. Joe has the grass. Tim has the leaves in the lawn. Jim does nothing. And I like to go right to my final answer and write the jobs down again. Get it done with. Because once you get the job, that's it. They're not taking it back. Get this out of the way. Because this does need to be written down. If you just give me the money, you're not completely right. You've got to write the jobs down. Now, once again, in understanding, these jobs here, 28 and 16, well, that adds up to 44. If my jobs are less than my fair share with jobs you pay, this job is less than the fair share, so we pay. The difference here is $23. Tim, his jobs are more than his fair share. 28 and 24 is 52, so he's going to get $5. Jim, who does nothing, has to pay the whole amount. He pays 54. So Jim pays 54. And think about that from a logical standpoint. If you don't have a job, shouldn't you have to pay? All right, so now we're going to find our surplus, which is done by adding my 3 pays in this case. My 3 pays add up to 79. My 1 payout, or my 1 gets, is $5. So there's a $74 surplus. And when you have a surplus, it's very easy to split money evenly. We divide by the amount of people. 74 divided by 4. This is what everyone's getting per person. 1850. So that's how I get to my final answer. If I have to pay $2, but I'm getting $18.50, whenever your surplus payment is more than what you pay, you change from paying to getting. So you get $16.50 now. Joe, we subtract the payment from what he pays. 23 minus 18.50 means he pays $4.50. If you're getting money, you just add the surplus to that. 1850 and 5 is 2350. In Jim, we subtract 1850 from the $54 payment, and he pays 3550. This is your answer right here. Okay, that's the answer. All right, and 1650 and 2350 adds up to 40. So we get 40, 450 and 3550 adds up to 40. Your payout has to equal your receiving money. Okay? Every dollar has to be. All right, my total bids, $426,500. 426,500. Next one for Joe, 426,200. For Steve, 421,700. And for John, 422,700. Then you divide everything by 4. 106,625. 106,550. 105,425. And 105,675. Now, Mike, Joe, Steve, and John. In terms of my items, now we go to the highest bid, 400,000 here, 26,000 here, 7,000 here, 900 here, and 900 here. And I'm going to give those items away. So Mike gets the house. Joe doesn't get anything. Steve gets the Yankee tickets and the TV. Tix, TV. John gets the car and the computer. And once again, I'm going to give these items away. Okay? Mike, Joe, Steve, John. And I give them their items again. House, Tix TV, car, computer. All right, my house is more than my fair share, so I pay the difference. 400,000 minus 106,625. We are paying $293,375. Joe gets its complete fair share, which is $106,550. Steve's items are $7,900. So when I subtract that from the fair share, Steve is going to get $97,525. And finally, John, the car and the computer is $26,900. We subtract that from $105,675. And we're going to get $78,775. So my one payout is this, $293,375. If I add all the gets, that's $282,850. And we get $10,525. That's my surplus. We're going to take the $10,525, we're going to divide it by 4, and we are going to get $2,631.25 per person. That's what each person gets. So now when I do that, I subtract that surplus from the payment. So he gets paid, Mike, $290,000, or he's paying $290,743.75. Joe is going to get a little bit more money. We add that on to Joe's, so it's $109,181.25. We add on to Steve's. He ends up with $100,156.25. And we also add on to John's, who's going to get $81,406.25. And what I think you'll find is if you add the three gets,